Hey there, welcome back to Come On in the Kitchen, aka Let's Get Cooking. I'm Rashida, and today I'm going to show you how to make fettuccine alfredo with grilled chicken. A little spin on an Italian dish, an Italian favorite. Grab your apron and let's get ready to cook. For this recipe, I'll be using fettuccine, or you can use linguine, chicken breast, parmesan. You want a good quality of parmesan, butter, cream cheese, heavy cream, salt and pepper. I'm using Italian seasoning and a little bit of Cajun seasoning and some garlic cloves and olive oil. So that's the basis. Not too many ingredients, but it's going to make an absolutely delicious meal. To start off, I just had to take my chicken breast and cut it down into chicken strips. I could have also just bought a package of a pound or two of chicken tenderloins from the store, already cut, already portioned out, but I went ahead and just cut up this chicken breast myself. It only takes a few minutes. Once those are ready, I'm going to go ahead and put some olive oil on them, season them with salt, pepper, Cajun seasoning, Italian seasoning, and get them ready to go ahead and grill on top of the stove. Okay, now that my chicken is ready, has its seasonings, its olive oil, went ahead and preheated my griddle, my indoor griddle, and just put a little bit of extra olive oil on it just to make sure the chicken doesn't stick, even though chicken also has olive oil. I'm going to make sure to cook this about 10 minutes, turning frequently, making sure all sides are cooked well. And this will take about 10 minutes. So I want to go ahead and grill my chicken. And then when that's done, I'm going to go ahead and set it to the side. And actually, while this is grilling, I am boiling my pasta and getting that prepared. All right, now that my chicken is done, I can start on that Alfredo sauce. This is what everybody comes to the table for. So I'm going to start by melting some butter. I used about 3 tablespoons of butter. I did half butter, half olive oil, just to be a tad bit healthier. And that's about 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 3 tablespoons of butter. Go ahead and melt that. And now I'm adding in 3 tablespoons of cream cheese. This is actually the first time I've used cream cheese in the recipe, but I've heard it makes the sauce just smoother and a little bit more flavorful and richer. So I'm adding cream cheese this time. I'm going to let those melt. My temperature is on about a medium high. You don't want it too high. I don't want it too high because I don't want everything to burn. And now I'm grating in my fresh garlic. I like to use actual garlic cloves, but garlic in a jar works just fine. So I'm grating in 2 cloves of garlic. And garlic burns very quickly. So once this garlic is in, I'm just going to let that go ahead and saute for about 30 seconds or so. Then I'm going to go ahead and add in the cream. I added in 1.5 cups of heavy cream. Now it's going to take some time for this all to melt. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to continue stirring it with the whisk for about probably the next 10 to 15 minutes before I even add in my Parmesan cheese. So all these ingredients, everything in the pan just needs to marry, incorporate, and begin to bind. This is also a point where I want to start adding my seasoning. So I definitely need to add a good amount of salt, pepper. I wanted the little Cajun flavor, so I added in some Cajun seasoning also. I was trying to give it just a touch of heat. a touch of Cajun. Touch of spice. That's what it is. Spice makes everything nice. For the next few moments, I'm just going to take the time to let the cream sauce thicken, cook, and come together. Toward the end, I'll add in the Parmesan and then I'll stir that in. It takes a while for Parmesan to melt, but right now we just want that cream butter and cream cheese to go ahead and start to cook. To put a rough estimate on the time that it took to cook the Alfredo sauce, I would say the first 10 minutes were the first 3 ingredients. That was the butter, the olive oil, the cream cheese, and the whipping cream. Halfway through, I added in the Parmesan. Cooked that for about another 10 minutes. And this is on a medium to low heat. So I'm not cooking it real high because I don't want anything to scorch or burn. But just to give a rough estimate, took about a good 20 to 25 minutes to complete the Alfredo sauce. Look at that thick, rich Alfredo sauce with the orange tint from the Cajun seasoning. Now it's ready for the pasta. I'm going ahead and add in my fettuccine noodles. I made about a half a box. I didn't make the whole box because I didn't need the whole box. I made about a half a box of fettuccine noodles. And I just pour a little bit in at a time because you don't want to have too many noodles, not enough sauce. So I just ration it out just to make sure everything is proportioned. My fettuccine Alfredo is on the road to the finish line. I am just about done with this video. I thank you all for watching, but I have to pose my question for the day, and that is, what restaurant have you been to that has the best fettuccine Alfredo or Alfredo dish? And after watching this recipe, are you going to try to make it yourself? Have you made it yourself? Let me know in the comments. Let me know about your experience with Alfredo sauce, fettuccine Alfredo, linguine Alfredo, or whatever type of Alfredo you have had in the past. Let me know your experience. Thanks for coming in the kitchen. Thanks for cooking with me. As always, have a blessed day and a blessed week. And I'll see you in the next video. I hope you're enjoying this fall season. God bless.